I don't believe this momentum will stop.
Or to fumble the bag.
And this is a smack in the face for someone who took a gamble.
People trusted him.
But our people are thirsty. Our people are hungry for knowledge.
He was the viral guy in Atlanta, spitting finance knowledge to anybody who listened on the street corner. But now Jay Morrison is in hot water.
I invested $40,000.
$500.
It's $2,000.
He got 15,000 people to invest in a real estate fund. $11.7 million they all raised. A new Black Wall Street was on the horizon.
The money has been just evaporated.
And apparently there's little to show for it. And investors are going off on social media.
Everything done in darkness must come to light.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Businessman Jay Morrison has been hustling for a long time. He spent many of his earlier years in prison, wrapped up in the drug game, before he eventually found his footing in finance and the real estate industry in Atlanta. To secure the bag.
And I don't believe this momentum will stop.
Or to
That's something.
Yeah.
My comment with that is one thing we definitely got to watch out for as black people is our own damn people, man.
Yep.
We got so many damn scams coming out with the housing scams. Yeah, DJ Envy had some housing scam shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
So and you also have that credit repair stuff. The people doing everything. I watched the video where they were scamming the HUD and Section 8 people out of their money, so we got to watch how these people scamming, and that's becoming a big thing. The thing is, okay, the first time we found out how to do this, they don't scam white folks, they scam black folks.
That's it.
Right, and see, that's what we got to watch out for, and stuff like that on all the way around the board, from taxes and everything. It's kind of, I suggest people learn how to do their own taxes or go to somebody reputable and, get their taxes done because they got all your information, so those scamming and that's, that seemed to be the big thing now. That's a 4th or 5th scam I heard. I never heard of this dude you just played. Appreciate that, Ryan.
No, I appreciate the team. It wasn't me at all. It was Jordan that came up with the idea with JP Morrison. I heard about him a long time ago. I didn't really dive too much in because I know he was going on a rampage. Whoever talk about him, he was trying to send out a lawsuit. He got Tony the Closer, who he did beat the lawsuit from because they say he was saying pretty much false information. But it sounded like Tony the Closer was telling the truth. That's why I didn't understand. How did he lose that case? Well, we already know bad lawyers, but you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Not only that, but you also got to be careful letting people your phone, because now what they're doing now on Cash, people go into your cash app and send money to them.
Yeah.
So y'all gotta be careful laying out your phone to certain people, because they would go on your phone, go to the cash app section, and clean out your credit card. They was actually doing that. That was happening here in Miami until they put a stop to it. So you guys gotta be careful out here. People scamming all over the place. Cause like Keem, Kev, and Jordan said, we live in a hard times. People are having it hard out here. They're trying to find any way to get money, and that's pretty much robbing each other, even their own people. Go ahead, Jordan.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like I said, when I first heard Jay Morrison, this was back in 2010 or 2009. And, he was talking about, biblical credit and everything. I was like, okay, cool, and everything. But then, years and years later, and how, he used to, he was talking about him being a top, real estate investor. He was always, back in the day, he used to be on, what's the show, The Breakfast Club multiple times and everything. And how, he used to invest in houses and everything. And, he'll never pay the bank and everything, and have foreclosures and everything. It's just a whole bunch of stuff and everything. When I first heard about the Tulsa real estate fund back in 2018, when people started investing and everything, and I was like, no, that's another big time scam and everything. And he said it's gonna take at least 5 to 6 years for people to get money back and everything. But unfortunately, it did not go well. Raised $11.5 million that he said. and people never got the return, and a lot of people need to notice these scammers, especially Jay Morrison, because Jay Morrison, he is a big time scammer. If you type up the name on YouTube or type up his name on Google, you see all the failure, like all the stuff he did in real estate that he failed and everything. I think he's been in jail a few times because of fraud and everything. He's been in a whole bunch of lawsuits, torn the closure and everything, and other people as well and everything. But yeah, people, even though there might be some good people who do investing, but also there might be some big scammers out there. They're scamming with real estate, Ponzi scheme. They're scamming with pyramid scheme. They're scamming with crypto. They're scamming with banking stuff. So
Right.
out there, just be very careful how they talk and everything, because usually if they don't talk about usually they don't talk about how much you get paid and everything. Usually they'll talk about how much. Usually they'll talk about what you're doing if we investing and everything, and they'll try to make you feel good that you're gonna make a lots of money and everything. So just watch out for these people like Jay Morrison and other people like that, because Jay Morrison, like through the years, he's a big time scammer. Go ahead, Hakeem.
I want to just touch on what Kev said is the truth, is that black people are so loving and so caring that it makes us too gullible. We don't fact check. We don't hold nobody accountable, and even after they burn us, they're allowed to come back into the community, and we give them
Right.
hugs all over again.
That's
But
facts.
now we love them now, but he done took $11 million out the home, and there's nothing that we gaining. We have
Right.
the money. Kev said it. A lot of us said we have the money to rebuild it. We're just not focused, and a lot of people can take advantage of us. They did this in World War One and World War II when they were selling life insurances to black people, and the black people wasn't being able to cash in on the life insurance. You remember that?
Right.
A
I
lot
remember
of
that. It was
you
Universal Health was one of them. They was charging my mom $30 a month, which would be equivalent to $100,000 policy, but it was $30 a month for a $10,000 damn policy. But go right across the track in the white area, and it's $10 a month for a $100,000 policy. And that's how these companies built their wealth. When we was talking about the bank, or when you said Chase, I thought you were talking about the bank, J.P. Morgan Chase, J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, all of those companies, top five banks pled guilty in 2012 or 13 under Obama for scamming black folks and raising the interest rate on housing, student loans, and home loans. That was their common practice. So we definitely got to realize that we're targets. And for anybody that's starting to buy a home or even getting into investing and stuff like that, we got to learn it from the ground up.
thank
When I
you.
brought my home, when I brought my home, go to the first time homeowners classes.
Yep,
Okay, right. We're going to college. We got to get something that's gonna work for us. That's gonna give us immediate dividends, or at least the knowledge, so we know what we're
100%.
doing.
But here's the
Right.
thing, though. Let me tell you what's so sickening about this, Kevin.
Hmm.
White folks for generations has been burning us. Now black people see what they're doing and say, I could just do it to my people and it's going to be quicker. That's the most sickening thing. People like Jay Morrison, people like him 5,000, and mind these are alleged. We don't know their commit, and people like the girl out of Philadelphia we covered on the segment where they was getting thousands and thousands of dollars, and there's no results of these people making their money and doubling their money back. So the thing about it is, and I'm even mentioning somebody who I revere and I love him, Umar Johnson. They invested
Hmm.
over millions of dollars. The school ain't even up yet.
Right.
The school ain't even up yet. It's been 10 years. I've donated. Everybody don't donate. He said we still need more money.
Hey,
And
he said
At
this
at
gonna
least
cover. He
at
said it's
least
gonna cover
Tyreek got at least Tyreek do have a museum, so yeah, that gives you scamming
Hey,
vibes. I do
hey, we're not gonna
understand
talk
that.
about Umar with the school. We're not gonna talk about Umar with the school again.
listen, I love the brother, but that brother, all that brother is to get us riled up and get the chakras going. But he's
I
not no businessman.
can't. He said August. He's gonna open up in August and everything.
After
This is
all,
his last chance. He talked about over a year now. He got to August. He opened up in August. We gonna have post show against him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look, Cam laughing because he know he ain't gonna open up until
Yeah.
August. He gonna move
Listen.
to next
But
year.
more power to him if he can. Oh, well, wish him the best, but it don't look good.
So
Not for me to invest in. I mean, at this point.
no, definitely. So what we need to do as black people moving forward, any of our people coming from our community who wants to start a business, we got to hold them to a high regard. We got to put them to extreme scrutiny, like the SEC, like all that. Okay, brother, you got to do this. And I know a lot of black people don't like to hear this. What's your business plan? What's your 5-year return? Are you registered under this and this? Black people want us to just do it with a handshake. When you come to the community, fam, I'm trying to get, I need $400. Okay, you need $400 for what? A lot of us is getting robbed and there's nothing to show for it, but these people want to go back this. Jay Morrison is now into God. Now he's a pastor after he done took $11 million.
They always go back to God after
He's
they
a
rob the
pastor
people.
now.
They always do that, Hakeem. They always do that. After they rob the people, they go right back to God because God is so forgiving. But then you let that lady homeless right now on the street. I don't like that. But Hakeem, Kevin, Jordan, what you say? People will say you don't trust your own people. Why you gotta do that? You don't do that to the white man. Ask them to show you paperwork. I believe whatever they say.
Exactly.
Listen, I put the white boy to extreme scrutiny when we go to a deal. I try to lowball him and all.
And you know what the thing is? The thing is now we know the game. We know what the hustle is. See, we've been getting the hustle for a while.
Yeah.
I ain't know, and it's like I tell you the problem, like in New Orleans, man. We like the brother that said, Prince Hakeem just said, then we go back and then we forgive the same people that messed over us because they black or they're a woman and stuff like that. We have a guy that went to prison, that was on the city hall, who went to prison for taking a $10,000 bribe, right? Went to federal prison for it, right? And when I think of his name, I'm gonna say it. He comes back out and say he believes in second chances and shit like that. Now he's right back on the city hall board and ready to run for mayor next year. You see, that's the kind of dumb shit we can't allow. It's all you go to Detroit with Marion Barrett. I mean, the smoking the crack thing.
Yeah.
They re-elected him, man. Listen. The thing is,
Hey, Kwame,
if somebody
Patrick, I
if
love
somebody
you,
messing over
I
you,
can't
if you
drop
go
the
to
link on
jail,
Facebook.
yeah, if somebody messing over you, if you go to jail, who you want messing over you, Bubba or Tyrone? Neither one of them is who you don't want nobody fucking over. So I don't give a pass. I actually hold black folks more accountable than like you stealing for black folks, poor people. Why you don't? That's even worse. Your people had a bad time, a hard time, but don't scam us. So we got to definitely look to our politicians who got our